Jesus loves me, this I know, for the Bible tells me so. Little ones to him belong. They are weak, but he is strong. Yes, Jesus loves me. Yes, Jesus loves me. Yes, Jesus loves me. The Bible tells me so. Sing it louder. Yes, Jesus loves me. Yes, Jesus loves me. Yes, Jesus loves me. The Bible tells me so. The Bible tells me so. We've been singing that song all week to remember that it's still Easter celebration time, a time to celebrate God's love for us, that he sent his son to show us the way to heaven. And Jesus, we remember him this week that he died for us, and we celebrated his rising and going into heaven on Easter Sunday. So it still is time to celebrate and be happy. And new life in spring is all around us. And that is a sign of Jesus' love and new life for us. It's all around us. And I love that that happens at Easter time. And so today on Friday, we're going to end the week with our one more froggy story. It's called Freddy the Frog. Hey, we had Freddy the Frog the puppet, didn't we? This week, our crazy puppet character. And here's Freddy in this story. Now, remember I told you that frogs make all kinds of sounds. Some of them go glub, grub, glub, grub. Some of them go croak. You've heard some of them go ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. So different frogs can make different kinds of sounds. And we know there are many different kinds of frogs. I think the frog in this story says croak. Do you wonder? What kind of sound do you think he makes? Can you see him there? He's kind of camouflaged with the green trees and green lily pads, and there he is on the pond. Freddy the Frog sat by a pond. Along came a cat. Do you see the sign that says, "That way to the pond"? Meow, said the cat. There's Freddy. Freddy tried to meow. Frogs cannot meow, said the cat. Frogs are not cats. I wonder why Froggy is doing that. Good readers wonder when they hear a story. Only cats can meow. Along came a cow. The cow must want a drink at the pond. Moo, said to the cow right in front of Freddy. Freddy tried to moo. Is Freddy a cow? No, he is not, is he? Frogs cannot moo, said the cow. Only cows can moo. Look at him right on top of the cow's nose. Along came a lion to the pond. I wonder what's going to happen to the frog. Do lions eat frogs? Roar, said the lion. Freddy tried to roar. Frogs cannot roar, said the lion. Only lions can roar. Poor Freddy. He wants wants to just be friends, I think, with all those animals. Along came a dog. Ruff, ruff, said the dog. He's happy to be outside down by the water, isn't he? Freddie tried to bark. Do frogs bark? No. Frogs cannot bark. Woof, 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 said the dog. They're all laughing at him, aren't they? Because they think it's silly that he's trying to be like them. Only dogs can bark. Along came another frog. Do you suppose Freddie knows that frog? Croak, said the frog. Croak, said Freddie. Do they know each other? Croak is what the frogs say. Frogs can croak, said Freddie. Only cats can meow. Only cows can moo. Only lions can roar. And only dogs can bark, right? But only frogs can croak. Lions don't croak, do they? Freddie learned that he has his own special sound. Animals make different sounds, and frogs croak, don't they? Yeah, that's a fun froggy story. To end the week, I know it's not a froggy story, but this is Rabbits and Raindrops, and this is a cute little story. And since we've been talking about rain and April showers, we're also going to be bringing in some other stories besides frog stories. Rabbits and Raindrops by Jim Arnosky. Look at those cute little bunnies. In the spring, bunnies are born in a nest, but not out of an egg. They do not hatch from eggs. They have fur and hair like we do. We don't hatch from eggs. Animals with hair and fur are born alive. They don't come from a shell of an egg. They're born alive. They're born in the spring when it's warm. So this is a beautiful story about rain and spring, and you'll love the pictures. I especially love the pictures. Rabbits and Raindrops. They both start with R, don't they? Rabbits and Raindrops. Oh, isn't that a beautiful picture? Mother Rabbit sits by her nest under a hedge at the edge of a green lawn. She has a nest under the bushes. It's a beautiful spring day. Look at the butterflies. And do you see her babies? Baby rabbits are called bunnies. How many babies do you see? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 babies. They look like the mommy, don't they? They're much smaller. They're called bunnies. Her 5 babies are ready to climb out of the nest for the first time. They have grown and they're ready to leave the nest and go out into the sunny meadow. Look at Mama's big white tail. She's a cottontail rabbit. Isn't she beautiful? Mother Rabbit hops out into the bright sunlight. She's going first. I wonder why she goes first. Yes. She wants to make sure it's safe for her babies, doesn't she? And they've learned to wait. There could be danger out in the meadow. Onto the green grass she hops. One after another, the 5 baby rabbits hop out onto the lawn. They can't wait to go out there and hop around and exercise. They have white cottontails. When they hop, you can see the white fluffy tail. This one must be very brave. He's hopping out first, isn't he? And this one looks not quite sure if she wants to go yet or not. Mama thinks it's okay, so out they go. They nibble clover blossoms and leaves. They meet grasshoppers and spiders and bees. There's insects that come out when the weather's warm. There's a grasshopper. That bunny scared the grasshopper. They're eating the nice, yummy things. All of a sudden, the sky turns dark and the big, heavy raindrops begin to fall. Oh. Bunnies have never felt any raindrops. Look, fell right on his nose and head. Mama gets up big and sniffs around to see what she should do. A rabbit's fur is not waterproof. Baby rabbits can become soaking wet and they can catch a cold. Their fur will get all wet. So Mother Rabbit hurries her babies back under the hedge where their nest is. Scoot, scoot, go, go, go before we get wet, she says. There they are, back under the hedge or the big bush where it's dry. I love this picture. Do you see all their little white cottontails? Mama's is the biggest, isn't it? A butterfly flutters in under the hedge and rests on a dry leaf. I wonder what the bunnies think of that butterfly. She's pretty. She doesn't want to get wet either, does she? Soon others come inside out of the rain. The hummingbird comes in under the hedge where it's dry. What is up here? Is that a mouse? Furry little mouse. They don't want to get wet either. Out in the shower, honeybees buzz by, flying between raindrops to stay dry. It's a rainy spring day, probably April day. Suddenly the shower ends and the last few raindrops splatter down. Oh, do you see that turtle? The raindrop fell right on his shell. When the rain stops altogether, the rabbits hop out onto the lawn. They can't wait to get back out there now. The rain has stopped. They're going to taste the wet grass and play rabbit tag in the sun. Do you notice the rainbow in the sky? The raindrops, sunlight is shining through the raindrops. Here's some dandelions. They're probably going to eat those. Those are tasty for a rabbit. The end. There's a little clover that the rabbits were eating. Not a pretty, a pretty little springtime April shower story. Have a great weekend. It's time to say goodbye. It's time to say goodbye. 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 Remember that song? We'll try that again next week too. Bye.